In the world of high school sports, consistency in your program is not a guarantee. Coaches, staff, and players from coast to coast work tirelessly to meet the collective goal of a winning season. The varsity football program at Escalon High School has enjoyed that consistency for the past 2 decades, and their head coach, Mark Loureiro, is on the cusp of a feat matched by very few, 200 victories.
No, it never was a goal or thought at that time. My first win, you're just happy to get that one. Then, happy to get through your first season. Then you look forward to your first winning team, your championship team. And then it's kind of snowballed itself and everything. And so all of a sudden, they keep adding up. And, here we are, guys. We're at 200, and it got here a little bit quicker than I thought.
This Friday, his Cougars host an electrifying Modesto Christian squad. And if his team is able to walk off the same field he played on 3 decades before with a win, he will accomplish 200 and go into Week 10 at 9-0.
I think one of the special things that really makes it successful at Escalon is I've had many of the same coaches all the way since 1989, when I started at all levels, my assistants, my sophomore coaches, my freshman coach. So there's a lot of continuity within the program and everything. So, we got a lot of interchangeable parts. Guys know how to work well together in that. If this guy's missing, this guy can pick up the slack for him. And so I really feel those kind of things, have kept the continuity of the program really tight together and allowed us to be consistent so the kids really know what they're getting into and what to expect from each coach.
Looking back at the past 20 years at Escalon, Coach Loureiro understands the significance of not only a perfect season and 200 wins, but how his young players have responded for him all season long.
I'm a little surprised we got to this point, but hey, we got to this point now, and now it's time to make it happen. And we're a tough team to beat at home. We know the chore ahead of us is real big, but I'm glad to be in this position. Like I said, when the season started, I had no idea we'd be 8-0 at this time. As a coach, you'd be real happy with 6-2, 7-1, making a shot at the playoffs, and here we are in the driver's seat. And we're happy to be in that seat. I just hope that Friday night we show up to play and defend it.
Escalon hosts a Modesto Christian squad led by athletic and elusive junior Isaiah Burst. Loureiro knows containing Burst is the key to victory Friday night.
Well, everybody's going to tell you we got to tackle Isaiah Burst. There's no question. He's a tremendous player. I've been in this head varsity coach for 20 years. As I look back at this, Nathan Costa was the best quarterback to come out of this league, that I can remember. But I'll tell you right now, Isaiah Burst is the best athlete. He's an electrifying player and everything. And, when you play a kid like that, you don't stop people like that. You just try to contain him. We can't let him go off crazy on us. But at the same time, I really honestly believe if Isaiah Burst wasn't on that team, they'd be still playing us for the championship. They have some tremendous support people around them. And, very exciting team. They played a fast break offense. They're on you. They go at you. And they don't stop. They're relentless. And we got to take the tempo of this game away. We can't let them dictate the tempo on this, and we got to be able to do that on both sides of the ball.
If you spend any time on the sideline with Coach Loureiro, you see the passion and enthusiasm he brings to his team. You see that he's a player's coach, a coach that knows how to motivate.
What we got's going's good. It's real good. But some of these are the what-ifs in the world. We don't want to get caught Friday night without answers. Hey, I need an explanation here. This is a big rock pile here. Look how hard you work for this thing here. Good things happen to people that work hard, okay? You're not 8-0 because you're lucky. You're 8-0 because you've been working. Remember what got you here, all right? Hey, you read all that, and they talk about they want to climb to where the top is. They found how far it is to climb to the top. Yeah. And when they tried to climb to the top, the purple posse was waiting. Yeah! You deserve this championship. This is your championship for that senior class who had to live through that mess last year. This one tonight's for you. Great job, guys. Great job.
I hope that one of the things that people remember me by is being a player's kind of coach. And I really think that, I think to be a coach, you still got a little bit of kid in you, and I'm a very competitive person. But, I really feel I can relate with the kids very well. A lot of the stories or motivational speeches are from past experiences that I've had. From other coaches, that I have built friendships with and heard, books, movies, you know, through God and religion himself. I mean, you know, all those different kind of stories, you know, that, you know, kids beg to hear those kind of things, and to share those things with kids and everything. It's a great feeling that kids, you know, respect your word and listen to you, and hey, it's a neat thing to get the kids all fired up on that, you know.
Above all, Coach Loureiro is most proud of his opportunity to mentor student athletes. Known for his enthusiasm by fans, players know him for his ability to relate, and that he's always good for an inspiring story to fire them up before the game. Whether or not Coach Loureiro reaches the 200-win milestone this Friday is yet to be seen. But one thing is for certain, he surely has enjoyed the ride.
Maybe the most amazing fact I really think is 200 wins in 20 years. You know, that's 10 wins a season. You know, and I stop and look at that. I mean, that's the consistency of the program. Because, you know, in a public high school, we play with what we get. And it's not like, hey, I need a quarterback this year, I need a couple linemen. I mean, I play with the best Escalon. And, you know, in a public high school, I don't think you see that very often, that kind of consistency. You see a little bit more of a roller coaster. And so I'm real proud of that we're consistent. I think any coach or any team or any program that says, hey, we're going to go contend for the title this year, well, I think they all have to think that, hey, we got to go through Escalon. You know, because the road to the championship does go through Escalon on most years.